staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and
3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
They're running it. Back. Alert flare. Hey, switch gears. Shift.
They'll try to run for it with Smith. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
54 Watch 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. But it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go now. Hard. 90. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Love. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Love. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Down right around the 25. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Ready. 15 Lonnie.
We won it. Come to my world.
Let's go.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
You got tight right there. Check it out.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
A 1st down carry for Smith. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Ryan. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running with Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Back to throw. Love.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know.
He's got a man. Complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 78 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
25. 27. Check. 27.
Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Check curls. 58. 47 is the mic. 47.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Joker. Hey, South.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, it's Smith. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On the draw, this is Smith. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Check.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. In for the score, as his guys are back within a single score. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And the Saints first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert 3,
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
51. One set. Check.
Ryan. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's third and short. After the incompletion, here now, third and 2.
Here we go.
From the gun, Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Watch the backer. Mike 56. Mike 56. So we got man. Showing it.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He sets to fire. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run it again with Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Come get some. Come on, come get some.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you only want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Jay, wait. Shift, watch the shift. Check, 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 check. Switch, switch, switch.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Watch the safety creep.
Freeman again. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down. Watch it.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's got Smith here. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready. Hey, quick land.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
47's the mic. 47.
Throwing on second down. Ryan caught by Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be
51, Tom. 52.
He's checking.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got him. 280.
Mike 5-4. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Hey, 59, got him.
Come on, switch it. Watch the twist.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he spins past him and into space. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Love. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Silver.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now Ito Smith. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ryan, this one caught by Ridley. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Smith trying to run for it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, Ryan. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second and 10, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Again, Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. To throw is Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready, set. 45. Check flag 45. Here we go.
Rush in.
Ready, go.
A give to Kamara running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ready.
Second and 10.
Let's go.
At the Falcons' 40-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And the Saints first down.
Set. Ready. 10 Chiefs on. Right here. Check 99. Ready.
On the ground, this is Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for New Orleans, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,